In 2014, Mercedes had launched the baby S-Class. Yes, the C-Class that looked just like the S-Class. And now 4 years later in 2018, Mercedes is launching the midlife facelift of the C-Class. The cars will be launched in India only in October, but this time around there will be the sedan, there will be the convertible, there will be the coupe as well as the C43 AMG. Although on the outside the cars don't look too different, there's of course LED headlights and a few other changes on the outside, but it's a totally different car on the inside. Let's take a look at what these cars are, and then we'll go driving around this beautiful area around Luxembourg with each of these cars.
The C-Class has over the years become the best-selling Mercedes over the last 10 years. And Mercedes has to ensure that it remains one of the first choices in its segment. Since 2014, the automotive world has seen rapid advances in many areas, including autonomous driving features, assistance systems, electronics, and of course, the ever-tightening emission norms. Thus, even though this is just a midlife facelift, Mercedes has changed almost 6,500 components overall for the car, and over 80% of the electronics in the facelifted car is new.
I'm driving the C300. The interiors, as you can see, are all new, very different. There's a new instrument panel, the steering wheel with its touch controls, these two touch-sensitive knobs, and the other knobs is all different. The instrument panel is all digital, very different, looks totally new, and has many more things that it shows. The screen for the infotainment system though is not a touch screen, but the center console, although in layout it's the same, but it looks really nice with this black finish on this variant of the car. And the seats, the designer seats are new again. So overall the cabin of the C-Class looks completely refreshed and modern, contemporary, and it is full of all the assistance and safety systems that Mercedes has introduced in its cars since the launch of this model of the C-Class back in 2014.
What is also interesting is that Mercedes is globally launching 4 body versions at the same time. And the news for India is that Mercedes will initially launch the C200 and the C300D sedans along with the C43 AMG sedan later this year. Before this festive season, and follow that up by more engine variants including the C300 sedan and the C220D sedan, and then launch both the coupe and the convertible body types. With the C300 engine, the C300 comes with a 4-cylinder 2-litre turbocharged engine that produces 258 bhp of max power and 370 Nm of peak torque. It is a smooth, free-revving engine that is light and packs good punch at the low end as well.
Amongst all the variants of the new C-Class that Mercedes will be launching in India, the C43 AMG will be one of the first cars, and I have landed the car now and I'll be driving it for the rest of the day. So let's hit the roads and check out what the new C43 AMG is all about.
The performance version of the C-Class also benefits from these upgrades and also gets a performance boost. The AMG 3-litre V6 bi-turbo engine now produces 390 bhp with torque remaining at 520 Nm like earlier. Acceleration is also quicker with 100 km/h coming up in 4.7 seconds, with the top speed still being limited to 250 km/h. The front is more expressive with a wider grille and the twin blades in matte iridium silver instead of the earlier single blade grille, and larger vents in the apron and a lower looking and visually better planted front. On the inside are new AMG seats with the same pneumatic functions as on the C200. a new generation of AMG steering wheels, as well as a new look interior. Even the digital display now has new AMG graphic visuals with the AMG display on the HUD as well. The car gets a whole lot of systems that have been improved from before, including Dynamic Select that has a new slippery mode for winter conditions, with ice or snow on the road. This is combined with the AMG 4MATIC all-wheel drive system on the C43 with a rear-biased torque distribution split of 31 to 69% that improves traction and performance. The car is planted even at insane speeds on the autobahn and effortless to drive. It is more sporty than ever before and more balanced, with the AWD system playing a big role in improving dynamics even further.
After having driven many variants of the C-Class, I have my hands finally on the C200. Now this is a special car. It's special because of course it will be launching first in India along with the 300D and the AMG car. And it's special because the C200 now has a 1.5 litre engine. Yes, a 1.5 litre engine that produces nearly as much horsepower as the C200 4-cylinder 2 litre engine used to. And in addition to that, there is a BSG system which assists. It's like the mild hybrids that we've seen in India already. It provides assistance through the starter motor, which is also a generator. But this car is unique because it has two electrical systems. One, a 40 volt system which drives the starter motor as well as stores energy during recuperation, and also a 12 volt system which drives all the other electricals. So let's take this car out for a spin and see if the 1.6 litre engine does justice to the new C-Class.
Under the bonnet of the C200 is the biggest change, with an all-new engine making its debut. The 1.5 litre engine is not only turbocharged with a twin-scroll turbo, but also features a belt-driven starter generator, BSG, driven off a separate 48 volt electric system. The BSG not only recuperates energy when required up to 12 kilowatts and saves it to a lithium-ion battery housed under the bonnet, but also provides up to 14 bhp of boost when required. With this system, starting the engine is almost noiseless and vibration-free, getting rid of the irritating shudder each time the car starts after the start-stop system switches off the engine. The C200 does not feel underpowered in the slightest, as the 1.5 litre engine provides 184 bhp of max power and 280 Nm of torque across the 1000 RPM band starting from 3000 RPM. And adding to that is the boost that can be provided by the BSG system. The top speed of the C200 is well over 200 km per hour, and acceleration to 100 km per hour is also impressive. Being under 8 seconds, the car is fun to drive, and one would never know that it was a 1.5 litre engine under the bonnet.